Day one and welcome back to another FGO Thirstday. Hope you all are thirsty because we have Francis Drake, the ale-drinking boob pirate, aka boobs. Yup, pretty much yes. By all means, I like Francis Drake. Not my favorite, but I kind of like her. She's pretty high up in top 30, I guess, at least. And I still think Blackbeard is better and more awesome. But that's just my personal preference. But in general, I think she's a pretty neat character. The times I've seen her, she's been pretty fun. As in Okeanos. We did see her in It Shall Be Forgotten, Agurfa. She was there, but then she turned into that Dark Drake? Dirk? I don't know. Well, titties. I mean, like, oh, the scar is the most prominent. Oh, titties. I mean, in general, her design I think, is pretty okay, actually. I like it. It's a cool hat. Oh, man, I didn't realize it was actually a skull on the hat like that. That's pretty cool. And I do like the gauntlets. They are neat. And the cool vest. Yeah. I do like it. You know? She have a pretty good design. I like it. And pretty cool coat and all that. Man, I wish I could have a coat like that. Arr, mateys. And I would go to the store and be like, arr, I'm here to buy a new table for my key. Arr. And then like, sir, are you fine? No, I'm not. I'm depressed and really sad. Could I give you an lemon? Writer Francis Drake, female, historical fact, England, Celtic evil, 162.55. She's Celtic evil? I didn't know that. I didn't get the image of that. Then again, man, the alignment many times doesn't feel like, you know, they're acting out on it. Then again, Celtic evil is... Yeah, they are pretty Celtic and pretty evil. I mean, then again, pirates. Even if she was like a freebooter... No, not a freebooter. More like an... she was hired by the British government to... Oh, what was it called? I forgot what it was called. But, you know, they got to plunder other pirates. Instead of they plundering their own British ships and all that, they're like, okay, plunder pirates, plunder... the Spanish Armada or something like that instead, you know? Something like that. And though I will right away ask, why is Francis Drake here female? Is there a reason for that other than pirates' titties? I mean, I will say, I don't mind the titties at all. I just really like to know why they make a character switch gender and all of that. You know, I feel it makes a little bit more sense if they have an actual reason for it. You know, I will. Strength dick, constitution cock, agility boob, a magical... There we go. Lucky. And then NPS plus. Okay. Takano Urar. What? This one? Voicing Billy the fucking kid? What? Okay, I didn't expect that actually. Holy crap. That is pretty cool actually. FadeX. Oh yeah, I forgot she appeared there. A magic resistant D invalidates single action magic usage. A magic resist on the same degree of an amulet that wards off magic energy. Riding B. The ability of riding. Yeah, I'm thinking completely wrong stuff here. I'm sorry. Capable of operating most rides with above average capacity. Somehow I just imagined like most rides in Disney worlds. Whee! No! Oh shit! This is beyond what I can do. That would actually be fun. However, she cannot ride a beast on the rank of monstrous beast and holy beast. In addition, the skills rank rise only when riding ships. Personal skills, the Voyage of the Storm A+. The ability for sailing vessels recognized as ships. Because their build as a group lead is also necessary, it's a special skill that also combines the effect of charisma and military tactics. Golden Rule B indicating the fate of how much wealth follows her around in life. Drake herself didn't come up from an affluent household, but her ability to collect money is apparently quite outstanding. Pioneer of the Stars EX, the unique skill given to heroes who become the turning point in human history. Turn also the difficult voyages and challenges that are impossibilities into events that can be realized. She literally have the theme like, row, row, fight the power, do the impossible, you know, the Ting and Topper song. I never really remember the entire lyrics on it, but Golden Wild Hunt, Knight of the Golden Hind and the Storms. Rank A plus, anti-army, maximum target 20 ships, frontward expansion. Golden Wild, with Ryder's beloved ship from a previous life. The Golden Hind is, as its core, an expanding, innumerable ghost fleet that Ryder once commanded when alive are summoned. They annihilate the enemy with a simultaneous bombardment of overwhelming firepower. It is Ryder's trump card, a noble phantom that can be said to be the manifestation of her everyday life. That is some bombastic everyday life, if you ask me. Its rank as an anti-army noble phantom is also high, but it possesses the uncommon special characteristic where its power fluctuates depending on how much wealth she possesses at the moment. Oh yeah, wasn't that the thing in Okeanos? Right? They mentioned something like that. The maximum deployment includes fire ship and attack that tramples down on everything on the surface of the ocean that lays before it. However, for the Captain Drake who has been summoned as a what I can think of it as one-time only decisive move. Okay, I'll say I like the idea of this because in a way it's similar to Blackbeard's Queen Anne's Revenge, because here it is like, oh yeah, the more gold and wealth you have, she possesses. No, it's in Fate Extra, right? That is the thing where it's mentioned, because she wants wealth and she mentioned that. Oh yeah, that's it. Fate Extra was it. And of course Blackbeard have that. The more servants and heroes he has on his ship, the more damage it do. And honestly, I think that is pretty cool, you know? Now, of course, it doesn't really affect in the game, because probably really hard to balance, I guess. Though, of course, Blackbeard's ability wouldn't be that hard, really, because I could imagine like, the more servants that are still alive, the more damage you do, but okay. But yeah, I still think it's a cool idea that they do experiment with that kind of thing that, you know, it's not just like, boom, 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 down, bang, they are done. But rather like, okay, before we do that, let's rob Jeff Bezos. Who is that? The world's richest man? Let's do it. How much damage would you do to him? Like, fucking yikes. Yeah, I mean, seriously. Let's just go and take out the top 1% in the world, you know, like, whoop. Unlimited power. That would be something. Character. Someone whose attire and appearance truly give off the impression of a pirate. A pioneer and adventurer by nature, and a scoundrel with fine character. Arr. As soon as I talk about pirates, I get in this arr, scurvy. What are you doing on my booty? Firm hedonist, she treats with no difference the virtuous and those wicked. In any case, she is extravagant, but in her private life or in war, a personality that approves of ephemeral pleasure that leaves nothing behind, as if a storm has blown over so fiercely. What awaits in the end of all that is glorious ruins, a death with no attachment to life or the meaning of as a human being, or to live full of pride. Okay, so it's just a mess afterward. She loves and approves of that ruin, on that visits everyone equally. She shall push on, she will conquer, she will plunder, she will thrive from it. That is her creed, one that displays true value in battle against even harder challenges, and those stronger than herself. She loves her share of gold and silver treasure. However, what she truly loves is not an everlasting wealth, but wealth that will vanish like fireworks. A lively big sister, scattering gold coins about with a tankard in one hand. She prefers expanding her wealth more than amazing it. Due to that, her personality is compatible with that of Gilgamesh, who possesses infinity wealth. She has no complaints being a servant. Taking a stand as an adjutant, she will not feel any dissatisfaction no matter how the master is. This is due to her time supporting the Navy during the Age of Pirates. She used to being adjutant and the incompetent, and adjutant and two incompetent superiors. What? Are you calling me that? Why would you do that? I'm a nice dumbass. In addition, she would without fail claim her employment rewards. As a servant, her policy is to answer what is that is master's desire. However, she would not loan out beyond the master's own ability. As a merchant, she is very blunt in that area. Okay, so she's literally like, she doing all crazy shit. She like, I have nothing that holds me back. Well, it sounds like a pirate if anything. And Blackbeard turned to weep. Just saying. Modus and attitudes toward the master. She does not hate people, but nor is she fond of them either. Her sentiments toward those who sway in balance between good and evil amounts to include me. We are all a bunch of irredeemable creatures. Due to that, she is able to look at things while enjoying it, even if she is amazed by it. For that reason, her evaluation staff for people is quite broad-minded. She won't loathe a master simply because the master is evil or because his master is a turncoat. If her master is a scoundrel, her stance is also very... I got a stroke midway. Stance is to also enjoy herself as a villain. Fooling around at the same time with her philosophy of since nothing gonna be left behind in the end after all, appearing and disappearing. Yeah, I can see that happening. Alright, you rascal, it's time. The stalking and gathering of girls. It's time to begin the wild hunt. Remember my name, Temeroso El Drago, the woman who brought down the sun. You mad, bro? Man, are they almost vomiting, it seems? Still, didn't they already say this when we first made the contract, boy? I just gonna see you say, "Oh, you mad, bro? You mad, bro? It's a prank, bro. You prepared for this? Be winning or losing. A villain's death is laughable, miserable. That's it." I guess so. Depiction, a figure that actually exists. Wow, great thought there. I mean, it is true. I just find it fun because I don't think they have started like this ever on any sermon before. I think at least. A voyager who had lived in England's 16th century during the Age of Exploration. She is an adventurer and privateer captain, pirate. Arr. With the West India archipelago as the state, she laid waste to the Spaniard ships and colonies. Feared with her allies Temeroso El Drake. El Drake is Spain for the devil. Sure about that? Isn't that Drake, aka Dragon? Because devil is Del Toro, right? I think. Afterwards, she led her fleet with the Golden Hind as her flagship and had as accomplished circumnavigation in the flesh. Her profits had guided England to the summit of the world. With those achievements, she had been awarded knighthood and been made a vice admiral of the England and Navy. And that's pretty impressive. There was also a period where she assumed the seat of Major of Plymouth, but she then returned to the sea to once again continue fighting Spain as commander of naval fleets, crushing Spain's invisible armada. She had in reality brought Spain, known as the empire on which the sun never sets, to their downfall. She is a woman in the world of fate, and there was also a rumor that the reason she had shallow in the course of circumnavigation was due to the request of her friend, the Queen of England. Okay. Seems to be incorrect, as El Drake was Spanish pronounced of Drake. Yeah, and his name was Franciscus Draco. Yeah. Phrase used to describe both the Spanish and British lost empires. And I'm gonna check what was devil in Spanish. Diablo, of course. Del Toro is a fucking person. Guillermo del Toro. I'm a dumbass fuck. Yeah, of course it is Diablo. Oh god, I'm dumb as fuck. Showing you how much Spanish I know. Yeah. But she's a woman. Oh yeah, wasn't there one thing about her being a woman? Is that it could be actually Queen of England that is taking this role? Her challenge in the course of circumstance was due to the request of her friend, the Queen of England. Something like that. I actually would really know why, but okay. She had bided her time and made her appearance in the third chapter, Sealed Ends of the Four Seas Okeanos. She had a dignity befitting of a monarch of the sea. Surprising the protagonists, she had already obtained a Holy Grail when they arrived. Such was the surprising development that awaits. For the enemy that appeared in this chapter, Blackbeard Edward Teach, who has been active roughly a century after her, she has an admirable existence as well. From his mouth too was the greatness of Francis Drake emphasized. Fascinating both friend or foe, she and her voyage had given great influence to protagonists, and friends will continue their travel through time. Blackbeard, man. Awesome guy. Just saying. Brolin past weeks, I was about to say. She made an appearance in Fate Extra. With Genie as the master, she accepted him as a villain while also acting and stipulating herself as a villain as well. She displayed her true value in the battle against even harder challenge, though stronger than herself. But unfortunately, her role in the Holy Grail War of the Moon is to be the opponent of the protagonist, who had yet to remember anything and yet to recognize himself. Huh? Connect you with other characters. Arturo Lancer Alter. That's the Storm King? They really did quite an expressionless grimace. Well, Arturo, nope. I can't pull that sort of lovely look. And Mary, beautiful, courageous, tough quality skill to boot. If I only got to sail like that in my ship too. Edward Teach, ugly, suspicion, the worst sort of personnel to boot. Oh, somebody bring me some rope. I'm hanging on here. Thanks. No, it'll be nice. He's a handsome dude with lots of, not much personality, but hey, at least we try. Drake has a different face type compared to the other girls, so I had fun drawing her. I had thought that the character itself had too many things scattered about her on her, but because I filled up with pirate-ish covering, it passed off with no objection. Of that, I'm satisfied because I got to draw in some extreme reflection on her breasts. Okay. My friend has her so occasionally borrowed from her, and I'm so jealous that she gets to produce so many stars. I also want some. I try my best to aim for her, but it's no good in the end. I mean, I guess it's good. I guess it's happy. Good, you're happy, but that's a weird thing to be happy about. And Potato, yikes, that's a lot. He's writing a lot here. I liked it. This time it will be going for different stuff other than nitpicking history. Let's nitpick lore. If you're not ready, get ready. So let's remember back on good old Blackbeard. Do you remember what skill he has as a writer, Lano? He has Voyage of the Storm. He has. Oh man, what was the names? I don't remember the names, but I remember what they do and how long their coolers are like and stuff like that. Oh well. If you remember, I doubt it. Fuck you! He also had Voyage of the Storm, but he lost the right skill in exchange for it. Now why does Drake doesn't lose it? Funk. Yeah, that's weird. But I was right. Voyage of the Storm is right. Her MP is similar to his as well, since it's some scale with the amount of wealth she has instead of the amount of servant in it. His MP is natural C++ rank, but hers is A+. Before you get sad though, just know that according to Wiki, if we were to measure using number C++ rank, as long as the condition for both got achieved, stronger than A rank. A rank with a plus modifier will be stronger though with a slim margin. Damn! I know Francis Drake is a great sailor cat, but I wonder why they should have just gave Blackbeard B rank Voyager and her rank A rank instead of sleeping and plus on her Voyager skill. See, you might know it already, but skills, MPs, and pyramids in general with a plus don't mean they are a bit stronger or better than a pyramid with no plus, but rather they are a pyramid that can be increased temporarily by other factors. Oh yeah, that's true, I always forget that. Example, Blackbeard MP is possessing 2 pluses because of the scaling you get when there are servants on board, and Drake scaled with her wealth. But then, if their purpose is just to establish Drake as a better sailor captain than Blackbeard, why represent it with a modifier used for temporary buffing instead of different ranks? What is the condition for the Voyager skill to double its power? Efficiency? If the Voyager skill is already a very specific form of riding, using a boat can be the condition, as the sole reason to have the skill is even mentioned that her riding skill shouldn't be there raise the rank when using ships, so it's really redundant. Yeah, it really do say us riding ships. Maybe the fact that she retains riding for whatever reason is why Voyager has a A+. Anyone enough nitpicking on stuff I might be wrong about. I like Drake overall, she's fine. Never know how small she is, opposed to what I thought. That's 162. That's smaller than me, dude. What? No one is big. No one is smaller than you, Potato. Everyone is bigger than you. During my nighttime revising, I noticed I might have went too hard on the deselect voice skill. Sorry, I'll leave it still because I'm scumbag and like reading comments. But yeah, that is interesting. And I mean, of course, I feel like when when you're thinking on it, I personally think without a doubt that Blackbeard would be more powerful than Francis Drake in that regard because now it's obviously, in my opinion, and now it's not because I'm a big fan of Blackbeard in the game, which I am obviously, but the fact that, in my opinion, I think Blackbeard is way, way more famous than Francis Drake ever will be. And it's not that Francis Drake is not famous, they are, but I think Blackbeard is even more famous, or it's just me. And the system seems, with the ranking and all that, it do seems a little bit wonky at times. Definitely is. I think it's a bit weird, actually. And I feel a bit sad that Blackbeard getting shafted so effing much, but well, at least, alas. I do like Drake in general. I do. I think she is a pretty cool design, and lots of boob reflection there. Perfect. How we like our titties. Reflecting and bending the light. Oh no, what happened? I got blinded by her boobs. Oh shit, dude. That's hard. Yeah, hard. And general, I like her, actually. So I would like to see more interaction with Drake and Francis Drake, because I remember seeing, like, I think it was a mini comic or something like that, where Blackbeard really, as we see there, like Blackbeard really respects Drake and all of that. It was kind of cool, actually. And yeah, after all, they are both pirates, and in general, kind of badass. I would like to see that. So yeah, in general, I like her. I still don't think it's bit weird, but then again, we do know that the stars and ranks in this game it is a bit wonky. It is never really correct, so to speak. Many times it's just a little bit weird and whatever. So we can't really base it on like they are more famous than they're. But in general, I think she's a good character. Pretty interesting to read more about her, especially her MP is really cool. I like the idea of it, and yeah, pretty good character. Still not better than Blackbeard. And once again, thank you, Potato. Even if you were up late and all that, really appreciate it. And I think it's pretty interesting you bring up these stuff, actually, because this stuff I don't really think on. Like, I was thinking that you know they are letters, like, and then in the game Blackbeard is way weaker than Drake, Sally. Even if Blackbeard, with the right moments and right items and all that, can do rawr. I still he's still kick ass. But we're gonna go over to the next one, which is, Annie, Bonny, Mary Reed, Jerry Pirates. I'm so original. Well, that is true. That is true. And I was even talking about these two recently, I think. Anne and Mary. And I hate this art. I do. I really do. I mean, it is good. I mean, it when you're looking at it, but the size difference is so disturbing, in my opinion. Like, uh, now I don't remember who's Anne. Was the little one was Anne and the big one Mary? I don't remember. I'm gonna call the little one the little pirate and big pirate. Little pirate is like half the size of her, but I'm pretty sure she's not that short if we're checking their heights later on. Otherwise, I like the style of them, like, yeah, they look pretty neat and all that. It's just that this overblown difference is just painting a very weird image of perspective on, like, how big she is and how small she is, like, but that's not the case, actually. That's a big-ass rifle, man. I like it. That's one way to carry a coat. And that's what is really cool. I like the saber thing there. That's scimitar. I kind of like her design like this. The jacket's cute. And then she turned into a bunny girl for some reason. That is probably one of the weirdest things ever. I'm not entirely sure why she turned into a bunny girl, but well, both of them do, but especially the little one. Super weird. Nice. Cool coat and all that, actually. And Bonny married female. Wow, I should have known that. Historical fact, charismacy, chaotic evil, chaotic neutral. 171 centimeters, 158. That is a difference of 13 centimeters. It is like this. But when looking at the art, it's like, well, Anne is like, okay, Anne seemed to be the big one. Anne is like 2 meters tall. and Mary's like 130. Like, yikes. So 2 voice actors. Ayoko covers some of the voice of Anne Bonny and also a queen of voice acting. Not because of making a lot of different voices, but making a lot of different characters with similar voices. She also voiced Old Sabers. Not Old Sabers, so around 30 counting JP. She also voiced Summer Anne, and another character from JP, but don't worry, her voice is basically the same, just with a different tone. In total, she's voiced 16 characters in FGO. Oh yeah, she also voiced Fu. Still, she's quite... Yeah, that is actually really amazing. Not my intention to talk bad about Ayako. Yeah, put down your pitchforks. Second is Ainon Nunaka, the voice of Mary. She also voiced Frankenstein, Nursery, and Medea, Lil. A total 6 counter repeats of summer version, basically with Mary. That's cool. The parameters depend with the greatest value among the two, and they're treated as one heroic spirit. Strength C, consequences C, agility A, magical power E, luck B, no venom C. Magical resistance D. Nullifies a spell we're done in one step, a single action. Magical resistance of the same degree as amulet reject magical energy. The writing skill has been lost to the skill sailing. Yeah, that makes sense. But why does that is now this really brings up like why have Drake riding if they get sailing instead? Like what? Nani? Sailing A, steering technique for ships. Because they serve a specialized technique for ships only, one cannot manage horse and chariots with its techniques. By merely being reputed as pirates, both of them are talented in steering ships. Marksmanship B, generally shooting technique, which include trick shots and quick draw by means of small arms. For anybody's shooting ability, her skill is that extent that she can hit the mark on what she aims with her musket, even while on board a shaking ship. That's cool. Combinations. By combining their powers, they turn into a big dick. A skill that displays how much one combat's power rises in the case of being on a united front with a specific person. If it is at rank C, in spite of how severe a battle is, a pair can mutually grasp each other's action with just a single gaze and then take the most suitable action. In Marianne's case, their normal fandoms receive a big influence as well from having this skill. It makes sense. Noble phantoms, Caribbean free bird, wings abreast, as if trees with entwined branches. It's an AoE? I thought it was a single target. I guess it's a single target in the game. A combination noble phantasm which Anne, who is quick with a musket, covers for Mary, who wielded a cutlass in her hand. Oh, cutlass is the sword. The materialization of their anecdote in which just before they were arrested, those two fought hard up to the very end while being surrounded by countless number of soldiers. If the state of affairs around them has disadvantages, the more disadvantage it is, the more advantage the damage bonus they acquire. AKA, the less HP they have, the more damage they do. So, yeah. You know what would be kind of cool, actually? That the more, they could have done it either way, like with HP thing, or like, the more debuffs they have, the more damage they do. That's just a thing, eh? Watashi, anatakare, boku, kime, boku's... If I don't remember wrong, boku is like a more manly, masculine way to pronounce, mention yourself, like, I guess. Personality, Anne Bonny, a passionate, beautiful woman. Regarding Mary, Anne loves her dearly as a close friend, family member, and younger sister. Although Anne has a character with a daredevil attitude and is well versed in being able to deal with men skillfully, it is said that a portion of her core is heroic, possessing courage and liveliness that puts men to shame, and it is someone who is not even afraid of death, grinning with a laugh. Mary Read, a young woman who talks with her mouth with a few words and murmurs. Mary fundamentally has a maidenly character, but because she was raised as a man, she forcefully puts on the strong masculine brave front, hiding that feminine core. She's a little rebellious against authority and fight with dauntless courage on the battlefield, regardless of her relationship to the other gender. While Anne loves Mary as a young sister, Mary is actually the old one of the two in historical fact. Huh, well, that works. And also, this is a bit weird, I will say. I will bring up a complaint here right now. Mary fundamentally has a maidenly character, but because she was raised as a man, she's forced to put on a strong masculine and brave front. But she dresses as a bunny girl, which is... I mean, I will say, dudes doing that is okay with that. But let's be fair, that is often considered to be a very feminine thing to do, rather being masculine. So, yeah, that doesn't really make much sense to me. But whatever. I'm still confused by the fact that they turn into bunny girls like that. Well. For both Anne and Mary together, they take consider if the master is of the same class as them, and they are fundamentally a little rebellious. Especially even more so if their partner is a person of the bourgeois class. They are no problem with people such as a knave Shiro Rin, who is neutral towards those with authority. But I feel that it was called the worst compatibility, if being a partner with someone like Tokiomi, for instance. Yeah, that could actually would be shit. Kind of interesting to mention like Shiro and Rin and Tokiomi like that. That's pretty interesting. And the memory I have of these two is that they're like, wants to fuck you, pretty much. They're like, Master Ree! Something like that. Servant Rider, Mary Read, you summoned us? No? Well, whatever. Best regards. Here! If Mary comes, Nash will also be summoned. And Bonny. If you just had one musket, I'll show you that I can very much shoot somebody at wherever they may be. It's not satisfactory matter when one leaves their name in history, don't you agree? Because of that, Master, what will you do about this? I don't know what this is. No, it's also fun to have ourselves enjoy second life in this way, yeah? Say, I wonder if I can do something for you. Alright. Because Ryder will allow you and indeed leap out of the ocean for you, no matter how big it is. Unbelievable, Mary was acting affectionately. Gasp! See, we use the harem skill. Historical image and character. Mary Read and Annie Bonham are member of the most famous pirates in history, and they were also extremely unique pirates. There were two female pirates on the board, the pirate ship Calico Jack, that was led by a man named John Rackham. Dude. Rack. Ham. So he's a rack full of ham. Hey. Yeah, yes. That could be a nice, interesting low-star pirate, I guess. Or they will turn it to an lolly or something like that, I guess. One person was Anne Bonny. Although she was the daughter of a wealthy person, she allowed with a good-for-nothing man in the end and joined John Rackham's pirate's crew. And the other person was Mary Read, as she was disguising herself as a man and was in the process of work on a Dutch ship. She was captured by Rackham's pirate crew and was forced to work as one of the crew members. Although she was originally raised up as a man by her mother, so it seemed that she had fitted with the nature of the piracy business, having fought boldly together with Anne Bonny, whom she personally shared her secret of being a woman to. They two are close friends, comrade in arms, who were linking powerful bond between them and went beyond passion like romance and love. So lesbian pirates, sweet. It was the same in their last battle as well, when John Rackham's pirate crew had anchored in Jamaica. Yeah, man, they were struck by a raid from privateers. Their ship permitted to snatch away enemy cargoes, and it is even possible to say they are safe for a spy. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about with Drake there. You know, they're like, you get, as long as you attack enemy pirates, or enemies, or enemy fleets or pirates, and not our own, that's okay. It is said that while John Rackham and his subordinate men became frightened and hid inside this ship hatch, Mary Read and Annie Bonny were the only two people that kept on fighting to the very end. A testimony left behind said that one among the two fighters pissed into the ship's hatch while shouting, "Get out and fight like men!" But in the end, Rackham and the others were arrested without having fought back, and the two female pirates were finally captured too after a fierce battle. Mary Read died while suffering from a fever inside her jail, but it was said that Anne Bonny turned and escaped due to her father's moves. When she did so, Anne informed John Rackham with a scornful look in her eyes. If you'd fall like men, you need not have been hanged like a dog. The name of John Rackham remained in pirate history. Actually, I haven't really heard about him. I had heard about Anne and Mary in the past. I do remember that much. However, the reason is not because of the bravery and brutalness he himself has, but for being the shameful coward, the captain of the ship that had won aboard two rare female pirates named Mary Read and Anne Bonny. Damn. Seriously, that's really... I think it's pretty interesting, in general, because obviously pirating was often seen as a man thing to do. And kicking ass, pretty interesting. And this is for real, like, that's badass. Francis Drake, as female pirates identical to Drake, Anne and Mary expressed their respect for her. Edward T, as a pirate identical to Blackbeard, Anne and Mary declared their intent to kill him. That is sexist. leave my poor man teach alone. Okay, are you gonna teach him a lesson? Hey. Oh god. Well, technically, I mean, being a pirate, of course, is not a good thing, but considering many of these stuff, the past, lots of horrible things happen, and still do when you think about it. So, but yeah. Comment from the illustrator. Enclosed of a huge Admiral clothing article cooling out of her waist, and a form of the silhouette of a dress with a large ribbon attached to it, although I do not know who on earth was originally planned to wear that, no matter what kind of size a human being has. The image of the battle when the various clothes are becoming rage is the most extraordinary closing moment. In addition, one can conclude that the burning background is not in accordance with historical fact as a result of me having attached an importance understandable to the background. The rifle seems to be terrible long, but the point is that for those days it's not an unusual size even then. Its range is not 100 meters, so if I fire a lead bullet at someone with a bang, assume that the way to use it was by using it as a club with iron cover on both ends. Yeah, pretty much. Because when they're boarding, they generally had... That is why they always had a bunch of pistols, not like one, but a bunch of they could shoot and then just drop them, and yeah. Because stand there like, take it easy, give me 5 minutes, I need to reload this. Mary's coats, rather than having calling clothing, it's an article similar to leather armor with the purpose defending her neck and arms. On the back of the side of the skull painted with white paint. As a result, reflecting on it, it's not a famous pirate flag when they are summoned as heroic spirit. Yet, what is the significance of her fighting while carrying the flag on her back? What are you doing, cat? Regarding the Bonny suit, they were not in the orders. Yeah, no, I don't care, what do I say? Naturally, it has no connection to them, not any at all. Even one asks in historical, Bonny was born in the period of year 1960. Yeah, playable, man. Even Anne Bonny, who died in the year 1762, would not be at the level of historian she could receive such a thing in advance. Basically, the reason is that is my preference. Sorry. Though one should know by now that bunnies are nice, isn't that right? Well, I do like bunnies. I don't hate bunnies, definitely not. Just in case, as an excuse, how about I go through with insisting on swimsuit? Hey, when I decided to serious negotiation about that, there was about no clothing specification assigned to me. Just that they were fine with them as long as they look like pirates. But look, consider that they already elder sister Drake for a proper female pirate I can refer to. Okay, I mean, at least he admits it. Like, it's just my reference. Sorry. They go out on a big leg there, like, they at least admit it. Like, they don't try to sugarcoat it or hide it, like, oh, it's because it's historical or something like that, or Anne is off the scene with the bunnies. No, I just like to dress girls in bodysuits. Sorry. Okay. I mean, it doesn't fit in historical, so to speak, but at least we know why. At least we know why. And Potato, ooh, look at here, I've been writing a lot here. Oh, next one is Maria Lilla, cool, but we won't be that. Potato, I'm glad the illustrator acknowledged, but... Agree. They are fine, but the body stuff he brought into it, as I said, only interested designers to people who like it. I personally find it dumb. Yeah, I kind of find it as well. Anyway, as also I did my bit of research to see if anyone was twisted, but overall there are very little difference. Well, here it is says that both of them fought to the end and Rackham and his crew were too scared to fight. What I found is that they weren't scared, but mostly drunk. It is true, however, that many of them didn't put up a fight at all. Her phrase to Rackham was indeed that one, despising him for not fighting. A few things were not mentioned also. Bonny was in love with Rackham and had a child with him, leaving him in Cuba. Rackham also offered money to her actual husband so he would divorce her, but he refused and threatened to beat her. Imagine trying to beat a woman and fight fearlessly in the deck of a pirate ship, lol. Yeah, I agree that. Dude, you're a rich fucking fat ass. Who are you really think you can do anything on this one? She would kick your ass back and forth. When she was captured, she was pregnant, or so she claimed, and her execution was postponed until she gave birth. She gave birth in prison, somewhat she was released. Her fate also being unknown, the only thing that is known that she was not executed. Also, the profile does not seem to mention it, but she also disguised herself as a man. As for Mary, I will try to sum it real quick. Yes, it's true she lived disguised as a man since early childhood, because her mom wanted inheritance money from her dead husband. It goes like this. Mom has a son with dad. Dad disappears disease. Mom was having sex time with someone else behind dad's back. Son dies. Mom dresses up Mary up as a dead son to receive inheritance. Oh shit. Okay, have the dead husband mom pay up her expenses. It worked. Hooray for scams. She joins the British military and goes for the West Indies. Wow, that's pretty messed up. Anyway, she also says she's pregnant, but she does indeed die of a fever, possibly a complication of the pregnancy. But in the jury thing is not too far off. As the sources tell that Bonny revealed she was a woman to Reed because she was in love with her, then Mary got him and also revealed to be a woman. Oh, how to turn the tables! Bonny tells a jealous Rackham, bruh, she's a girl, homosexuality doesn't exist. That is, so yeah, the prophet is mostly spot on. Wait, I didn't actually need to say all of this. Well, shit. I think it was fun. I hope you liked it, my little redundant history lesson. But I wonder if isn't Reed's scars a bit too big? What was that cutter with that thickness? Especially the one in the face. Man, we get that shit. How didn't she lose her eye or some shit? Yeah. Yeah. I like to say, like, oh, you know, dude, Rack, a double yellow, homosexual doesn't exist. She said, well, fucking, Reed, like, what? If anything, they sound like extremely bisexual, so I'm all for that. Bisexual pirates, aye? But yeah, I'm okay with them. As said, I just find it the Bonny thing here a bit odd, but at least the designer, the artist, at least admits it. So I'm okay. I'm okay with it. You at least admits it, and honestly, of these things, that is probably the least thing I have a personal problem. It's more the fact that, yeah, the size difference is so fucking off, you know? It just feels weird to me, but I know it's just being picky, but in general, I think they're pretty okay. I especially like the design here, like, you know, with that coat and all that. I think it's really cool. And yeah, I think they're okay. I think I got both this one and the summer version, because summer version was the first one I got, I remember. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Maybe not the best characters ever, but still nice. I like the pirates. I'm a big old fan of One Piece, so seeing our scary pirates and of course Blackbeard and all that. So yeah, bring on more pirates. I would like to see that. But yes, that is FGO Thirstday for today. We had quite a bit of pirates here today, mateys. Hope you all enjoy this, and I will be back with more. And once again, thank Potato for making sure this happens. Seriously, appreciate it super much, and thank for your comment as well. So thank everyone for watching. I should stop talking. And I will be back next week. So thank everyone. See you later on. And have a continuous super great day.